Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how to achieve this makeup look. It's the clean girl makeup look that you've been seeing on Instagram for so long. But let me tell you something, I've been doing this makeup look for years and years and years. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will have seen this look on me so many times. I've also worn this look in my YouTube videos, and you always want to know how to achieve this simple, clean looking makeup that you can do every day. Takes only 15 to 20 minutes when you're not explaining it to people. It's very quick and easy to do. Once you get the hang of it and you practice, I would wear this look anywhere. This is the kind of look that just makes me feel pretty. This is what makeup is about. It's about enhancing your features, making you feel beautiful, doing what you want to do to your face in order to make you feel more confident. So this is the makeup that makes me feel good. I can wear this on any occasion, anywhere I want. This is just the kind of makeup that you do not need to think about. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and learn how to achieve this makeup. Oh, and by the way, I've also kept all of the products affordable. I don't know whether I'll post this video in time for the Nykaa sale, but if the Nykaa sale is going on right now, these are some of my awesome recommendations as well. So this is all drugstore, super affordable. And yeah, let's begin with the video. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of pore filling primer just to control the shininess in my T-zone and also to diminish the look of large pores. So I'm just gonna put it on my nose, on my forehead, a little bit on the chin, and that is all. Now if you have dry skin, you can definitely go ahead and use a moisturizing primer on top of this as well. Sometimes I do that when my skin is feeling a little dry, but right now I've really prepped my skin before I do my makeup. Make sure you do that, because if you don't have prepped skin, then your makeup is just never going to look as good as it can. You need to exfoliate your skin, get rid of any dead skin, make sure the texture is smooth. So take care of your skin, you know, skincare is always first. And good skin will always look nice under makeup. Now I'm not gonna do foundation, because for this particular makeup look, I like to just get this done within 15-20 minutes. That is just how long it takes me to do this, because I've been doing this for so long and it's so easy and quick to me when I'm not explaining it. But I'm just gonna go straight ahead with concealer, and I'm gonna use one that matches my skin tone so it doesn't look too harsh, because there's no foundation underneath to even your skin tone out. So this concealer has to really match your skin tone. So this one is by Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Concealer, and I am in the shade, wow, this is so small. I have to like pull it away from me like a grandma to see what it says, but it's in the shade Light, and this one matches my skin tone a lot. I really love this concealer. It's not very heavy. It's like medium coverage and doesn't like dry up on the skin, and it's not cakey looking, not drying. Really nice concealer overall for every day. So I'm just gonna put it in areas where everybody has a little bit of pigmentation, like around the mouth, especially underneath the eyes. And I'm gonna blend it using this brush. I love this brush so much. This is from the PAC and Jovita collab, and when I'm doing this makeup look, I don't like to use a sponge first, but I will go ahead and use my sponge later. I just like to use this brush to really make sure the product is spread across evenly on my face. So I'm just gonna take my brush and buff it into my skin. And this also helps spread the product on the rest of your face. You can also take a really big brush if you want to do that. If you're lazy, the PAC and Jovita foundation brush is also just amazing. This kit is really well thought and really good. I love a lot of the brushes in this collection, but the foundation brush is really good. Then this concealer brush is good, and I also really like the powder brush. And the eye brushes are nice as well. Wow, this kit is also a great recommendation during the sale time. You need to pick this up, because once you get the kit and you have all of the brushes, then each brush doesn't cost a lot. They're like drugstore prices if you divide it by how much it costs for one brush. And I like to make sure to get my inner corner really well, because this is where most people have darkness, and this is the area that you want to bring most light to your face. You always want to bring light to the center of your face. It's called the golden triangle, like this part of your face. So this is where you want to bring all the attention. So all the lightness in the center. Okay, that is looking pretty blended now, but my under eye area still could use a little bit of more coverage. So I'm gonna take the PAC Spotlight Ready Concealer. This one is super full coverage. So if you want a full coverage concealer, get this. And this also has a yellow undertone. So it's really gonna help brighten the under eye area. Just around the mouth and on the forehead as well. just a little bit. You see, very small amounts of product, because it's so hot outside, everything will just melt off, so you cannot do a lot of product in this kind of heat. Now I'm blending this with a sponge because I really want to keep it in the targeted area where I applied it. I don't want to spread it all over my face, so I find sponges better for that. And this one is by YBP. Just gonna take whatever is left on my sponge on the rest of my face, so there's no lines of demarcation and everything looks perfectly blended. I also just cover up the darkness on the upper lid. It makes everything look super clean and neat. Now I'm going to set all of the concealed areas with a loose powder. I really love this one. This is by Sugar. I've had this in my collection for so long, but I recently picked this up because my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder is in my bedroom where I live. It's not in my office. It's in my bedroom vanity. But in my office vanity, I had the Sugar one. So I picked this up and I was so amazed by how good this is. I am in the shade Latte, so I'm gonna take this on the cap. Get rid of any fine lines under the eyes before you set them, because you never want to set your lines. So you want to make sure everything is blended before you go ahead and set it. Now I'm gonna pick it up with my sponge and just press it under the eyes. Now I'm not gonna let it be and bake because I just don't like to do that anymore. I think it makes me look textured, so I just like to blend and buff in the powder. I think it gives a very smooth, poreless look, and I just keep pressing until the powder just disappears and your eyes are set. I mean, your under eyes are set. This powder is not completely flat. Even though it mattifies, it does have a little bit of luminosity, so it looks very nice on the skin, but it's not shimmery. There's no shimmer particles. There's just like a luminous veil, but still matte and set in place. So I'm just setting all the areas where I put concealer, because that is the area where I need loose powder, like things that can create lines over time after like makeup has been worn for around 3 to 4 hours. So you start to see lines under the eyes, and sometimes even laugh lines can get emphasized. So if you press a little bit of loose powder in those specific areas, they will not form lines later in the day. Now I have to set the rest of my face. I'm going to use the K Beauty compacts for that. I like to mix these two shades. You don't have to, you can just pick one shade. Or I also really like the Maybelline Fit Me compact. It's a very nice affordable compact, but these have been my current favorite. Now you don't have to set the whole of your face. I like to do that because I am oily combination, and my T-zone, my cheeks, my chin gets really oily throughout the day. So I like to set my face. For that, I'm using the Rufa Beauty RB26 brush, another amazing brand for makeup brushes. I love their entire brush kit so much. They've done such a fabulous job. And if you're looking for really pretty, like precise, detailed brushes, head on to Rufa Beauty. You'll find some amazing brushes. And this feels super soft and light on the skin. Plus, I love the shape for powder. Okay, now that most of my base is done, I'm gonna take a tissue and get rid of any makeup on the lips. I hate when I get foundation and concealer on my lips. I'm also gonna prep my lips. I'm gonna take the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm, one of my favorites. Put some on so we can get the lips moisturized. By the time we get to the lips, they're gonna be super prepped and ready. For eyebrows, I'm sorry, I do not have an affordable product right now, but I do love the Sugar eyebrow pencils. I also really like the NYX eyebrow pencil. The NYX micro brow pencil is so good. Right now, I'm using the Anastasia brow pomade. This is the PAC and Jovita brush, the angled brush in their collection. So good. I just wish it had a spoolie, but such a good brush. So I'm quickly gonna do my brows. This is kind of like a boring part, but so important. And this is gonna make your eyebrows like pool proof. You can go into the water with this and this will not come off. Eyebrow pencils are not so permanent. They get rubbed off super easily and they don't last throughout the day anyway. So I really like using a pomade. By the way, this brush is so sharp. It's so good to create like a boundary or clean up your eyebrows, or as an angled liner brush as well. But after I fill in my brows with the Dipbrow pomade, I like to quickly go to my PAC Eyebrow Palette. You can see this is the duo I love the most, because I am a person that loves ombre brows. I still love ombre brows. I've been doing my brows like this for 7 to 8 years. I keep seeing all of these feathery brows on Instagram and I'm just not about not that life. That is not my journey, baby. They do not resonate with me. I do not want feathery, long, big, bushy, thick brows. I think an ombre brow just looks so much more feminine, so much more girly. It looks more delicate on the face. I do not like harsh beginnings to the brow. I like the beginning of the brow to look very soft, and then the outside can have some definition. I feel like brows that are very pronounced in the front tend to look a lot more masculine than feminine, and there's nothing wrong with that look. It's just what you prefer on your face. Don't know if I'll ever try feathery brows. Maybe if I try it one day, it'll change my life and I'll love it. But I just haven't had the courage to try them out yet because I just love my brows this way. But let me do them and show you. So I'm gonna pick up the lighter shade from this duo on a PAC 100 brush. This one is not as sharp as the PAC in Jovita brush, but I like that for powder because I do not need my powder to be so precise. I do need the Dipbrow pomade to be super precise because it's very pigmented and I don't want to mess it up, whereas you can be a little messy with powder. Try not to be, but you can. So I'm just gonna put that in the beginning of the brow. I did not put any pomade in the beginning of my brow because then the powder would really stick to the pomade and look dark. I don't want that look. So I just like to create an ombre effect in the front of my brow with a lighter shadow. Do you see what I mean there? Do you see the difference? Now remember, the closer you bring your eyebrows together, the thinner it's gonna make your nose look, because your nose bridge starts from the beginning of your eyebrows. So if you bring both of your eyebrows close together, it will also help make your nose look a little less wide, but make sure you don't go too overboard. You don't want a unibrow. Then I'm gonna pick up the darker shade from this duo and fill in my arch and the rest of my brow. There, you see what I mean? They don't look too bushy, they're not taking away attention from the rest of my features. And more so after I do my blush and my lipstick and my mascara, the eyebrows are just gonna frame the face delicately without looking overpowering or taking away all the attention. Your eyebrows just frame your eyes. They're supposed to look neat and clean and beautifully done. Well, this is just my opinion. They're supposed to look however you want them to look on your face, because the eyes are where all the attention is at. The eyes and the mouth. These are the two things that people look at you. The first thing they notice about your face are your eyes and your mouth, because your eyes are expressions and your mouth is where the sound is coming from, it's movement. So that is where you want the attention, not my eyebrows. I don't want people to look at my eyebrows and think, wow, oh my god, look at her eyebrows. Who wants that? Now for the eyes, honey, I like to take it there with the mascara. Never in my life do I wake up and think I want natural looking lashes today. Like maybe like twice a year, but that never really happens. I always want the most voluminous, the maximum lashes that I can achieve. And my favorite mascara of all time is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is a pain in the butt to remove because it's waterproof, but it also means that this is the most long-staying mascara of your life. I have never found a washable version of this in India. If you can find a washable version of this in India, please share a link with me. I really want to get a washable version of this, but I just cannot seem to find it. The waterproof version, however, just makes your lashes last really long, like it holds the curl for a really long time. And I also use oil to remove my makeup, so it's not that much of a pain. But you know, washable mascara would be a whole lot easier. But before mascara, I have to curl my lashes because this just adds so much to your mascara. I'll show you the difference. I love the NYX eyelash curler. It is so good, but I cannot find it. This one is also nice. This one is by Wiseshe, but NYX one will always be my favorite. It's just so good. So you see the difference between curled and non-curled lashes. It makes so much of a difference by itself. Sometimes on days when I'm not wearing makeup, I just like to curl my lashes and that's it. No mascara on no makeup days. And I think it just makes your eyes look really big and awake. Okay, now I'm gonna take my mascara, and I honestly like mascaras when they're a little bit old. That sounds weird, but mascaras tend to be super wet when they come to you. They dry out a little bit after a month of usage, or you can just leave the lid off of your mascara, because that is what I do. As soon as I receive a new mascara, I remove the lid and I leave it open for an hour to let the formula dry out, because I personally just prefer a little bit drier mascaras, not super wet, but also not completely dry, you know? There has to be a bliss point. So for mascara, I have a few tips. I have a few tips and tricks for literally every feature on the face. This video is going to be so long. I was thinking this is going to be a quick little video to film, and it actually takes me 20 minutes to do, guys. I'm not explaining everything so much. But yeah, for mascara, I like to come from the top, not from the bottom. I like to come from the top and coat the top layer of my lashes. Do not bother if you get mascara in places, just let it be, okay? Leave it to dry. But I'm coming from the top, coating my lashes, and then I'm gonna start coming from the bottom. This makes sure that each hair is coated with product. Each hair is coated till the end, so you get the maximum length out of your own lashes. So for the front bits, I like to push them up to the center, pointing towards my nose. For the middle bits, I like to point them straight up. And for the outer bits, I like to point them outside. This is going to give you a literal full fan effect with your mascara. Okay, so that is how my lashes are looking like after one coat. I'm going to go ahead and coat them again with a second coat. Now for my bottom lashes, I like to do the same thing. So I'm going to come from below and coat the bottom part of my bottom lashes like that first. Now this will give you clumpy lashes. This technique is going to give you clumpy lashes. As you can see, my lashes do look a little bit clumpy, but also separated at the same time. I personally really don't mind clumpy lashes. So now after I've coated them in the opposite direction, I'm going to push them down. This is already going to make your lashes look so much thicker. And when you're applying mascara on your lower lashes, you want to tilt your head down and look up and wiggle the wand down. Okay, mascara is done. I always end up making a mess after my mascara, so it doesn't bother me. I just let all of the mascara bits here and there dry. Now you can change up this look however you want. You can add a little winged liner, or you can do a little bit of kajal if you're a kajal girl. I know so many of you are. You can also add a little bit of white eyeliner in your lower lash line. That is going to give you such a doll-eyed wide effect. But this is a clean girl makeup look, so we are not doing too much, but you can totally alter this look however you love. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use a bronzer to bronze my face. It's looking super flat and even right now. I need to add some dimension. For that, I'm also gonna use a K-Beauty Compact. I really love these. The K-Beauty powders are so blendable, and this is in a much darker shade than my shade. This is in 180 Wide Deep, and it works perfectly on my skin tone as a bronzer that warms your skin up. Looks so gorgeous on the skin, super blendable, never looks patchy, and I love it. I've also been loving this brush for bronzer recently. This is the PAC 265 brush. Now this is a very beautiful brush for bronzer since it's a little bit tapered and pinched on the top right here, and then all of these little bristles around it are shorter than the front, so it really helps blend the product as you apply it, and most of the product is concentrated on the tip of the brush, so it really helps blend as you go. It's such a magical brush. So I'm not contouring, I'm just bronzing up my face just to create some dimension, add some warmth. So I love to bronze my forehead because I have a 5 head, so this needs to be bronzed. Now that the mascara has dried, I'm gonna take a Q-tip and just flake it off. You don't need to rub too hard, just flake a little bit and the mascara will come right off. Now it's time for lips, baby. I cannot wait to get to my lips whenever I do my makeup, because I feel like lips just complete everything, make everything looks put together, and plus I like to overline my lips a lot, so for my lips, I'm gonna take the Sugar Lipping on the Edge lip liner. This is in the shade Wood by Nude. I'm gonna do like a peachy look because I personally love peachy nude lipsticks. If you want to see my favorite peachy nude lipsticks that I love and use a lot, click right here. I'm gonna leave a link for you guys in the eye, and you can watch a video on my recommendations of my favorite peachy nude lipsticks. But right now I'm just gonna use a little bit of lip liner to overline my lips. You want to use a formula that has a soft formula so you can drag it around your lips, but it also sets in place and doesn't smudge. much. So I love these particular lip liners for that. I love the Huda Beauty lip liners. I also really love the K Beauty lip liners. That is actually my favorite K Beauty lip liner in Hype. It's a cool toned brown, so it helps create a contour shadow around your lips and your overlining looks a lot more believable, but it's just not here in my office. I need to buy a new one for my office, so we're just gonna use this one, which is also really good. It's just not a cool toned lip liner. So I start right there. Do you see? Literally so far below my lip. But if you have a formula like this, a creamy formula that sets in place, then you can cover up the boundary of your lip like this and it fades away. You cannot see the true boundary of your lip, and then you can cover it with liquid lipstick, and once that is done, your lip actually looks super full and believable, and that is the reason why I've not gotten lip fillers yet. And I'm telling you, I do this in real life as well, and it doesn't look crazy. Like, you cannot tell my lip is way above the lip liner line. It's all about the formula you use. Love that. That lip liner is also so beautiful just by itself. You can also just go over your whole lip with this lip liner and it'll still look really pretty. But I am gonna do a lipstick and just tone this down a little bit because this is a little bit too dark. I just want to lighten this up, so I'm using this lipstick. This is by NYX. This is the NYX Suede lipstick in the shade Peach Don't Kill My Vibe. It's one of the most beautiful peachy lipsticks out there, and I have swatched this entire collection of lipsticks, so if you want to watch it, I'm gonna link it right here. I got you, girl. Watch all of the swatches and my review on these lipsticks. But it's a super lovely suede velvety matte formula. They're called suede lipsticks and they're right. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm a huge fan of bullet lipsticks. So bullet lipsticks is where it's at, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, lips are done. Love how that looks. It's so peachy and orangey and beautiful. Now I'm gonna take the Rufa Beauty RB21 brush. It's a small angled brush, and I love angled brushes for blush because I like to apply my blush in an angled fashion. So an angled brush just makes it easier. This one is by Sperkybelle. The mirrored packaging makes it look so luxe. I do have a discount code with them. You can definitely check it out. But this is a duo with a highlighter and the orangey blush. It looks so beautiful. Make sure to coat the brush in all directions so I get an even coating of blush on my face. Tap off all the excess and apply. A small angled brush like this will give you a lot of precision on where you want to place your blush. And I also just marry it into the bronzer, take it on my temples right here and a little bit above the eye. Also gonna put a little bit on the nose right here, making it look like this happened because of the sun, not because I put blush on it. For highlighter, I'm gonna take this one by K Beauty. This is in the shade Sunlit Gold. It's a very beautiful golden yellow kind of highlight. If you want a nice subtle glow, you can get it with this, and you can also take it up a notch and make it super beaming. So it's a very versatile highlighter. I'm gonna pick it up on this PAC and Jovita brush. This is their powder sculpt brush. It's their multi-purpose powder brush in the collection. So good. Love this brush for so many things. The shape is so good. It fits under the eye really beautifully, and it's also just amazing for highlighter. So I'm just gonna pop some highlighter on my cheeks. Don't want too much, just like a natural glow. Taking it up to my temples, my forehead, just this whole C shape under my brows, this whole area. I'm gonna take this other brush from the PAC and Jovita collection. This is the Cream Precision brush, but I love this for inner corner highlight. You know what? I'm gonna take a little bit of kajal. This is the Nykaa Black Magic Kajal, and I'm gonna put it in my outer corner right here and create like a fake wing, just to elongate the eye, just like that. A very small amount. And I'm gonna take the Rufa Beauty RB03 brush. Look at this precise brush. Rufa Beauty has some of the most amazing little brushes, and I'm just gonna take this and smudge it out into a wing shape. Now that just blends into my lashes and you cannot even tell that there is eyeliner, but it's all about the effect that it creates when somebody is looking at you up close in real life. The effect that it gives is super beautiful. It makes your eye look super elongated and winged without actually having to apply any eyeliner. For setting spray, I have two options. The Milani Make It Last is so good, but it contains a little bit of alcohol, so you probably don't want to use this on a regular basis, especially if you have dry skin. I would just like to look a little bit dewy today, take away any powderiness from all of the powders that I used. I know that the world is also switching to cream products, but I'm just not there yet. I do get very oily throughout the day, especially in this heat. My forehead, my nose, my chin area, and even my cheeks start to look pretty oily. So cream products are not for me. I feel like if you have a little bit of lines and wrinkles on your face, but if you have any of those concerns, I feel like cream products are going to be very beautiful on somebody who has mature skin, and also especially for those of you who have dry skin. Cream products are meant for drier skin overall. I personally, like I said, I'm kind of an oily bee. I don't need all of the creams. Otherwise, I would love to use like cream bronzers and cream blushes and cream highlighters. They just look really natural, but only for half an hour on my face. After that, everything is just gonna melt off and it's just not pretty to look like you have melting makeup on your face. So I'm gonna stick to my powders. Okay, I spoke at length about why I don't use cream products, but you probably don't even care. But the reason I like using like a dewier makeup setting spray is to take away any powderiness from my face after using all of these powders, but also setting my makeup in place. So I'm using this one by Cal. This is the Setz Makeup Finishing Spray. When you have your makeup setting spray, you want to look straight. Don't look up or down too much because you're gonna mess up your mascara, and also don't talk and make a lot of expressions because you might also set your laugh lines or your things in place. So just keep a straight face when you've just applied your makeup setting spray and let it dry. Don't be talking like me. Wow, I forgot to contour my nose. I was like, okay, something is different. What is up? It's my nose contour. Oh, and I'm using the PAC Jovita crease blender brush for that. Okay, so that is it for this makeup look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Do let me know what other kind of videos you want me to do. If you want to see some fancy, crazy makeup tutorial, do let me know what color you would want me to try next. Also, I hope you're enjoying all the regular uploads, and do tell me what kind of content you want to watch because that is all I want to do. Like this video if you enjoyed, and if you didn't like it, you can also hit the dislike button because that is also important for me to know. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And if you want to see behind the scenes and other fun stuff, do check out my Instagram. I do post a lot of fashion and transition videos and stories and BTS and so much other fun stuff on Instagram. So make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I'm going to see you super soon in my next one. Mwah. Bye.